So let's address the elephant in the room.
Ooh, because I see him too.
Yeah. The Kevin Hart roast. So the roast of Kevin Hart. The controversy.
Start with that one. Yikes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to start with that one. So, what were your thoughts on the controversy surrounding the Kevin Hart roast?
Wow. I was disappointed. I think there is I know comedy is like they say, nothing is off limits, but where does your human characteristics shine through? And I just thought that the George Floyd jokes just wasn't tasteful. And then the guy who said the jokes, the comedian that made the joke, he wasn't funny at all.
Gotcha.
Wasn't shit funny about what that man said. I watched it a couple of times just to make sure, and nothing that he said was funny. He was so dry. It's like you could tell he was reading anyway.
Like a teleprompter.
Yeah, you could tell he was reading that. I don't even know if that's his joke, because he said it. He even sounded uncomfortable when he said the joke. If you listen, he didn't even sound like he really wanted to say that. I mean, it just seemed like it was political. And the higher ups thought that was something to be funny, but I do believe in Hollywood rituals. And I feel like that might have been a ritual. When I thought about it, I was like, you know what? Because what made me think that, I would have thought that at first, right? Until he said he called Steven Jackson. Now, you're a comedian and you make a joke. You don't give a damn who mama, daddy, sister, brother mad about it. You're not going to call... Well, Steven Jackson is not the biological brother, but he's a basketball player that's been helping. And he was like a brother to the family, or George Floyd. He stepped up once he passed away. Yeah. But you don't owe it to him to apologize, right? Yeah. Unless someone said, "Hey, you have no choice. You got to do this." So now I'm gonna go talk to him so he won't be mad at me. And if I get him on board with me, then I don't care about nobody else. It just sounded like it was a Hollywood ritual. It really do.
Let me ask you, it's a Hollywood ritual for who? The comedian who said the joke, or Kevin Hart? All of them, or both?
It was a Hollywood ritual for Kevin Hart. Okay. I mean, that's the roast of Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is doing really big things, first off. Yeah. I will never cancel Kevin Hart. Okay. So I definitely don't want people to hear this and think that I'm canceling people. I'm not a part of cancel culture. I do like Kevin Hart. I think that in movies, and I love when he impersonates women. I think he's hilarious when he does that. But I just didn't. I was disappointed in the joke because I felt like it was no reason and no need for that joke. It didn't fit anything. It wasn't a theme. Yeah. Y'all talking about deceased people, and nothing is funny about that. And I think that I would have just liked for it not to have been said, and him to have thought of something else, or put his foot down and said, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that." But because when Hollywood tell you to do something, when you're a part of certain teams or certain circles, then you have to do it. And I felt like, when he made the call to Steven Jackson, I see what this was. It's a little deeper than what me, you, and the average person who don't know about conspiracies can see.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. So where should comedians draw the line, if anywhere?
I'm going to just be real and raw.
Mm-hmm. Please.
You don't have to draw the line, right? Okay. If your job is a comedian, just like the person who family you talking about don't have to draw the line on whooping your ass if they saw you in person. So if you talk about one of my kids because you're a comedian and I know you or whatever, and everybody thought it's funny, you might talk about my kid mental problem or just something that's going on with one of my kids that you knew about, or maybe it's visible and you can see it. You don't have to spare me and my kids, you don't. But when I see you in person, because you took it there and you talking about my family, and I don't play when it comes to my family, you be prepared, because I'm going to want all the smoke. Ooh. I'm going to want all the smoke. And so you should be okay with that. And I feel like that's with the comedians. Say what you want, but if that man family stepped up or seen Kevin Hart and was like having an attitude and was mad, and it was a squabble, you can't get mad. Because just like you can't get mad because you made the joke, you can't get mad how someone takes that. It's not, some stuff not funny to everybody, especially when it's your family. So that's what I'm gonna just say, that it's a cause and effect type of situation with comedians. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they the same way. If you're talking about their mama, they might sit up there and say, Oh, it's comedy. Trust and believe. You might have to get your one when you see them in person, because it's still somebody's mama. Their mama might not be here today, and you talking about somebody deceased husband or deceased. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's tacky.
So basically, in other words, it's kind of like what D.L. Hughley said on Vlad TV. You have the freedom of speech, but everything you say come with consequences.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I say. It's the consequences of you getting your ass whooped.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can talk about my family because that's your job, but if I feel a certain type of way that you went too far and I see you in the streets, just know.
Okay, that
Miss Blue want all the smoke.
That leads me to the next question. Are people becoming too sensitive, or are some jokes generally crossing the line?
People been sensitive, first off. People been too sensitive. Hell, we almost lost Dave Chappelle because people were sensitive.
Yeah.
With, the trans jokes and stuff like that. So people are really sensitive. But I think that certain jokes, like this one, let's just stick with this one, draw us a line, because we already as black people have it hard. It's like nobody like black people. It's like, well, I don't understand. It's so much hate on one race, and it's the craziest thing to me. And it's like we already suffer. We protested. I remember I went out there and we were protesting too about rights and equality and stuff like that. Oh, you didn't do that protest with me. I went with someone.
Yeah, I think I had to work or something.
Yeah, but I went out there myself as a person and protested about Black Lives Matter, because that matters. That matters.
That
to
was
me.
your ex.
Thank you so much. That's
yeah,
crazy.
We're downtown.
Yeah,
I lived
we went
downtown at the time, but I was at work.
protesting. So like, you talking about a distasteful joke that wasn't funny at all about a man passing away. Someone, a cop, putting his foot on this man's neck till he couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
And that's not funny. Like, I don't care how you try to, I'm a comedian, this and that. That shit wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. And at least, if you're gonna say the shit, please have some type of comic tone or be funny. He was dry and he was not funny. He said it in like a very evil way. Yeah. And nothing was funny about that. So yeah, like,
yeah.
I didn't like it.
Do you think comedy should be protected even when it makes people uncomfortable?
Protected? Mm-hmm. No, I told you what I think. I think that if you talk about people or a group of people and you be prepared for the consequences, if that means getting your ass whooped and drugged across the parking lot pavement and your wig peeled back, you told that joke. So everything you say got a consequence. It's just like this, right? Yeah. Have you ever seen in interviews where people do what me and you do? We're podcasting, radio, right? Yeah. And not me personally, but you're talking about a celebrity, right? Mm-hmm. You're talking about a celebrity. And, I got the perfect example. Remember the time with Charlamagne and Breakfast Club? They always was talking shit about Birdman. Always talking shit about Birdman. Every time I looked up, I'm not going to lie, they was always talking shit about Birdman. But I was just like, damn, that's kind of crazy. Like, what is the people with Birdman? Birdman ain't never said nothing about none of them, right? But the day that you drop your guards as people, we drop our guards, and you think like, oh, I said that like a year ago. Ain't nobody checking for me. He went in the studio. He was so quiet, and I knew in my mind on that episode, I was like, damn, Birdman acting funny. Like, he was real, like, funny acting. And when he said, keep my name out your mouth and respect me and stuff like that.
Put respect on my name.
Yeah, put respect on my name. And he meant that. And Charlamagne looked scared, but you're not running your mouth. What happened to that shit now? Now you quiet. You're not running your mouth now, but you had so much to say about that man. And my thing is, like, when he stood up, had he started swinging, if he tore up some stuff, that's the consequence that the Breakfast Club Charlamagne had to face, because you should be able to have the right to say what you want, but as a human, you should individually know when you're going too far. But when you don't want to, you can't get mad at somebody else who says, you know what, I'm offended, let's fight. Yeah. Or I'm offended, I'm going to sue you. You know, people get sued for slander and defamation of character as well.
Yeah, and to add on to your point, another one, Charlamagne had gave Monique Donkey of the Day. I forgot what it was for. Then Monique came on the Breakfast Club. I remember that. And Monique waited, like she did the interview, answered questions, whoop-de-woo, but then Monique didn't forget, and she was like, you wrong for putting me Donkey of the Day. Why'd you do that? You don't know the whole story, blah, blah, blah. And he was quiet.
He
apologized,
quiet. Yeah, but don't apologize. I want to talk about what you're saying. Like, don't, I don't get people, but that's my only thing. Like, say what you want, but trust and believe. Be ready to have the smoke. If you're gonna be that person that's messy, if you're gonna be that comedy that don't draw the line, and the human don't kick in the human instinct to say, nah, I better not say that. Or I wouldn't want nobody to say that to my brother, my daddy. Then yeah, you got to be prepared for the smoke.
This the last. I want to end it on this. My biggest thing that I can't wrap my head around is that it was the roast of Kevin Hart. So what did George Floyd have to do with it anyway? The joke should be targeted on Kevin Hart or other people that were on the dais. Like, what did George Floyd have to do? Like, and I even did research. Like, okay, maybe Kevin and George know each other. They didn't go to school because George Floyd is from here in Houston. He went to Jack Yates High School. And I think he did a little time in college at TSU. So it's like, they didn't cross paths. So why did the dude even mention George Floyd anyway? Like, just to be mean or whatever, like you said, if it was a ritual and they just told them to do it, like, hey, this is what we wrote, you're going to say it if you want to move to the next level. But
I mean, because it's a lot of stuff allegedly that he's done to go to the next level, but I won't speak on that.
Fair enough.
I just know that my boy Cat Williams, just watch some of his stuff and he'll tell you. I'm serious. Because he keeps it 1,000, but I'm sure that he got paid a handsome price for that joke.
Jokes,